Hey everybody, this is Marcellus Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. We are excited to be back one more time to uplift you and to encourage you to follow your dream. You know our motto is dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. So tonight, we are excited. We're on Facebook, Troy Alexander. We're on YouTube, Inspiration with Troy Alexander, and our nonprofit, calltoinspire.org, calltoinspire.org. Just one point of purpose really quick is what you look for is so connected with what you find. I'm telling you, listen, it is important that you look and expect something greater than where you are. I'm telling you right now, look for this higher place than where you are. Listen, whatever you are expecting, look for that. So tonight, I'm excited to have our amazing guest. We might have to do a part two with her, but I'm so excited that she is with us. Listen, she is the founder of Kayla With Kindness, promoting kindness while advocating for those with disabilities. She is our reigning 2022 National American Miss New York team. She is the former 2020 National American Miss New York Junior team. Listen, she's the former 2019 USA National American Miss New York team and so much more. Listen, she is an inspiring actress, TV, movie, commercial, and Broadway. Listen, with awards for Tony, Emmy, Oscar, and more on her vision board. Listen, she was accepted to Howard University, majoring in journalism. Listen, she's the author, I said it, an author of I Am Not My Hair, I Am My Soul. And listen, Kayla wants to inspire that no matter your skin color, where you come from, or the obstacles you face, you can be anything you put your mind to. And not only that, but if you go back to high school, listen, she had a 4.0 and with community service was in the National Honor Society and so much more. Welcome, Kayla. TOURE. Did I get it right?
You did get it right. Hi, Troy. It's amazing to be here.
Oh, Kayla, listen, we're so honored to have you, Kayla. And again, thank you so much for being a guest on our broadcast. Listen, I got to ask you, first of all, about Kayla With Kindness. Listen, I love that platform. I love that advocacy. How did this come about? And what do you hope to achieve through this platform?
So I was born with a condition called the venous malformation, which is a incurable facial deformity. I was told that I would not see past the age of 12 years old. And that is something that really impacted my self-confidence, especially since I knew that I didn't look like my peers due to my facial deformity. But it was not until I looked in the mirror a little bit longer where I realized that my true beauty is something that lies within me. It is not about my outer appearance. So I created Kindness with Kayla as a way to not only educate the youth on disability awareness, but teach every single child, boy or girl that I come in contact with, that you are beautiful no matter how you look. And despite your circumstances, you can be anything that you want to be in life.
Beautiful. Listen, Kayla, I'm telling you, that is phenomenal. And I love how you uplift and inspire others. And I love the fact that how I'm going to ask you again a number of questions about like being in front of people and being out there in the spotlight. Like, do you ever get nervous because you are a wonderful advocate? But do you ever get nervous because you be on stage for pageantry? You're doing so much out front. Do you ever get nervous at all?
No, I don't get nervous. I come from a background with a lot of people in the performing arts. My uncle writes for films, and I have my aunt who's an amazing actress. So I always say that I was born to be ready for the spotlight. So it's something that really comes natural to me.
Well, I love it. And listen, the spotlight is amazing on you. I'm telling you, Kayla, you are just such an inspiration. And I love that about you. And you uplift and just, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you and all that you're doing and what's coming next for you. Listen, I got to ask you, I read this on one of your posts where you had the experience of going to Howard University's Multicultural Arts Academy of Journalism, even though for 2 weeks. But Tell us about that experience and how it's impacted you thus far.
Oh my goodness. It was such an amazing experience, especially being able to be around Black excellence and being able to be taught by some of the most amazing people in this industry. I was able to speak closely with people that work for BAT, ABC, and even CBS. So it was such a life-changing experience for me, especially since I was a little girl. I've always wanted to really get into journalism, and I'm just so thankful that Howard gave me that opportunity to really dig deep in what journalism truly is.
Well, I can tell right now, I can see the greatness in you already. I
Thank you.
can see you, the Academy. Listen, all of those awards. Listen. I can't wait to see you on television or even be in person. You know, to be there to take your photo or whatever, but just to support you because I know it's gonna happen. And again, I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. And again, you talked about journalism. What was it like when you found out that you were accepted to Howard University? Majoring in journalism.
It was such an indescribable feeling. I remember my family told me a lot about Howard and how prestigious it is. And applying, I said, if I get in, it would be amazing. If I don't get in, it's still an amazing opportunity to be able to apply for such a prestigious school. And I found out that I was accepted about, I think, 8 p.m. And I just remember screaming and being so excited. I called my entire family, and I was just so proud because all my hard work really showed through that acceptance letter.
Wow. Well, listen, again, we're so proud of you
Thank you.
and so excited for what's coming next for you because it's going to be even more amazing than you are now, which I don't know how that can be, but because you're that amazing. But just so proud of you and all that you're doing. I wanted to ask you about I read where you love to gain wisdom by listening to others tell stories. So I wanted to ask you, have you found that you've become that kind of person as well?
I'd say yes. Growing up, I always loved listening to my grandparents, and I always asked them about their experiences and how it was when they grew up. And it was just something that I loved knowledge, and my mom and my dad have always told me that wisdom is the most important thing, and educating yourself on a variety of topics is so important because that's one thing that will carry with you throughout your entire life, knowledge and wisdom. So I was able to gain knowledge through talking to people and asking them about their experiences so I would be able to learn life lessons through them.
I love it, Kayla. And listen, I saw this quote of yours. First of all, I love how you declare things. I
Thank you.
love how in your post you're like, I am going to be that award-winning actor. Like I'm going to get like. So I love that about you because that's so powerful, and it's so inspiring to others to declare before you even get there, right? Declare what, and that was my point of purpose, right? Like it's important to know that what you look for is connected with what you're actually going to find. So having that so I saw this quote of yours and it says, as an award-winning actress, I will use my storytelling techniques, emotions, and acting skills as a way to heal the broken hearts, seal the wounds, and break the generational curses. Tell me, I don't know if you remember that quote, but if you do, tell me about that quote and the power of telling your story and with the intentionality of seeking to heal and address broken wounds, and that's powerful. So please tell us more about that.
Sure. So I use my acting as a way to advocate for social justice activism. And for me growing up, I never saw a woman that looked like me on the TV screen. So I made a promise to myself that when I would be able to be on that TV screen, I would be not only a role model to the boys and girls that didn't have one, but I would make sure that I amplify my voice and use it for a way to advocate for every single child that I come in contact with.
I listen, Kelly, I gotta ask you, have you always been like this? Like have you always been an advocate, or did you grow into did something happen in your life that said to you, you know what, I have to fight not only for myself, but for others who may not have the voice? Like was there an experience, or were you always this amazing?
I I come from a family of advocates, whether it is my aunts and uncles or it's even my ancestors. I come from a background of fighters, survivors, and people that are okay with being the only one that are standing up for something. So it is something that has been natural for me, but as I've grown and educated myself, I've wanted to advocate more and more and more.
I love that. I love that about you, Kayla. And I got to ask you because your journey thus far has been so amazing. Um, and, and I want to ask you at any point along your journey, was there ever a moment of doubt at all about you reaching certain plateaus in life? Because I know sometimes we go through different things in life and challenges, but was there ever a moment of doubt or not really at all?
I said there was never a moment of doubt. Since I was a little girl, I knew that I wanted to be an award-winning actress. And I told myself that I was going to achieve that goal no matter what. But I will say, throughout the journey, I've had a lot of people that told me, you're not going to make it, or you should change the major that you want to do. But I've made sure that I remember that God put me on this earth for a reason. And one of those many reasons is to be an actress, an award-winning one.
Wow, wow. Well, I'm gonna give you your applause now because I'm telling you, oh my, I cannot wait to see you on Broadway, and I hope it's in New York. Well, yeah, I guess it would be right. So I can come and see you live. But I mean, you could be acting, over another country, but yes, I can't wait to see
Yeah.
you go forth and the power of influence that you're gonna have with your acting to heal and to mend brokenness and to inspire people that it's not over, right? That even though it's broken, you're
Mhm.
just right because you can be put to back together even better than how
Yes.
you was before. So thank you so much for that. So I got to ask you this: with acting being in front of the camera, have you ever thought of being behind the camera, even as powerful, whether as a writer or director?
Yes, I have many plans. I'm a multifaceted individual, so
Yes,
I
you
want
are.
to act, I want to produce, direct, write, and I
I
also
love.
think in the future I want to teach, especially kids in underserved communities like mine, about acting. Since growing up for me, I never really had those opportunities, so I want to make those opportunities for kids in neighborhoods like mine, so that they're able to achieve their goals just like me.
Wow. Listen, all I can see is like the Kayla Academy of Acting. Like
Yes,
I don't even know like if that's something
the Kaylee School.
yes, 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 Kayla. I'm telling you, like amazing. So but yeah, no, that would be awesome. And I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to do that. So, but I wanted to ask you because again, you're so multi-talented, right? Listen,
Yeah.
so I didn't see it in your bio, but I'm reading up on you and looking up your posts and stuff, and I saw this post where you were a model for a national cosmetic company. So I'm like, what, I mean, is this something that you want to do more in your journey?
Yes, pageantry has really shown me that I love modeling. And in the future, I do want to be a runway model, even a model on magazines. That's one of my most biggest goals, having a billboard with my face on it. So it was just an amazing opportunity being able to model for a national makeup cosmetic brand. And I'm so excited for the pictures to come out. I can't say what brand it is right now, but it is going to be amazing.
Oh, listen, I have no doubt because you are. So I have no doubt about the cosmetic and the pictures and how they're going to come out because
Thank
you
you.
are just that phenomenal and beautiful and inspiring and uplifting. So I can't wait to see them as well. Listen,
Right.
if there's a way I can get an autographed copy, just let me know because
Of
I would
course.
definitely pay you to have
I'll,
one.
I'll make sure I get your autograph by today. I'll just mail it to you.
Oh my goodness! Well, thank you, Kayla. Oh my goodness! Listen, don't get me too excited. I have more questions to ask you. So, but
Okay.
thank you. So what was it like? Because I believe I saw that you walked for New York Fashion Week.
I attended New York Fashion Week with one of my other pageant friends.
Okay, okay. Well, listen. All I know is another amazing quote of Kayla, which I don't know if you're gonna do a book as well, but another quote is, "I am going to change the beauty and entertainment industry and make sure there is a seat for everyone at the table. I love that about you, Kayla. And I want to go back just really quick because you mentioned God, and I saw a lot on your post scriptures and so what impact has your faith had on you being where you are and where you're going in your journey?
What impact has my face had?
Yes, your faith,
My
because I've
faith.
seen you put, yes.
Yes. I come from a background that God has always been something that's been my everything. And I know before I do anything, I always pray about it. And I'm someone who always says that if it's for me, it's going to be for me because God is going to make a way for it to be for me. So
Wow.
he's been my everything in this journey, and I am so happy to have him there directing me and guiding me, and without him I would not be where I am today.
Wow. And I have to say this. I used to sing that song, "What God Has for Me, It Is for Me." So I used to sing that song in church a lot years ago. And so it is so powerful to hear you speak about your faith so boldly
Thank you.
and proudly and transparently. That it's powerful. And I love that about you. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
just being true to who you are. Listen, you talk about being an award-winning actress. I don't know. Listen, I'm thinking like, she's just starting out. She really hasn't done. I saw a post where you were on a film on a set of a short film produced by Queen Latifah. I'm like, wait a minute, Kate. So tell us about that experience.
Well, I'm not allowed to say too much because the film
Yeah,
was not.
okay, well, not too much, but what was the experience like?
It was an amazing experience. It was actually one of my first times being on a live set. Um, it was great. Like I said before, this is something that I have wanted practically my entire life. It was something that I prayed for years, and to be able to be on a production by Miss Queen Latifah, it was amazing. And every time I think about it, it's honestly so breathtaking. I was able to meet so many amazing co-stars and just be surrounded around so many powerful and amazing individuals.
Wow. Well, listen, I am beyond proud of you. And it's been a while, right? Because we've been trying to get, you know, uh, coordinated with our schedules and time to get you on to interview. But we're gonna definitely have to have you back. But
Of
I
course.
want to talk about, I mean, and your heart is so beautifully amazing that even I believe in high school you were even recognized with the father, how do you say it, Quandra
Wonderful.
volunteer.
Yes.
Yes, I mean in high school. I mean, so your heart is so giving to others, and I want to like, what does it mean to you to give back to others?
Giving back to others means everything to me. Like I said before, I grew up in an impoverished community where we did not have a lot. My family and I, we grew up homeless, and one of our only ways to eat was going to a soup kitchen. So I promised myself that when I was able to make it, that I would give back to the people that gave back to me, especially since even when I was at my bottom, they were there for me. So giving back is so important to me. And it's something that my mom has always instilled to me, even when you have your last, to always give no matter what.
Wow, powerful. And I
And my aunt has always told me that as well.
wow.
And my father, my father's from Africa. I wanted to include that. My father comes from a village, Mali, where they have little to no money. They don't even have resources to even have water at times. So he has always instilled that, to make sure that you give back even when you do not have anything.
Well, I want to applaud your family because it is wonderful. I'm trying to find out how do you find time to do all of this, but I wanted to ask you, you're even an author, so please tell me about this book. What is it? I am not my hair, I am my soul. Tell me how that title came about.
So, my freshman year of high school, I was diagnosed with alopecia, which is an autoimmune disease that makes you lose your hair. And for me growing up, me having big, beautiful curls was always a part of my personality. And I always felt like it was a part of my identity. So when I began to lose my hair in huge clumps, I felt like I lost a part of me. And I was lost for a while. But it was not until I looked in the mirror a little bit harder and I realized that my hair does not define me. It does not define my success and it does not define my beauty. And I wanted to share my story to make sure that every person understands that hair does not define you and you are beautiful just the way you are.
Yes, Kayla. Oh my goodness. Listen, I so love your inspiration.
Thank you.
What you just said has touched so many who are watching live now and that will watch this video
Mhm.
afterwards, because so many people don't have the hope, right? They go through different experiences and they're like, I'm not beautiful, I'm
Mhm.
not, but you were able to find that. Can you share a little bit more about how you were able to come from that place? Because the part of our platform is like the how part. How was it? Your family? Was it your faith? Was it a how did you come from that place where you felt like, you know what, I'm not as beautiful, but then you kind of found it that yes, I am. I'm not defining by my hair. How did you come from that place?
Mhm. So I cried a lot. And a part of having alopecia, I got injections in my head nearly every 2 weeks, and it was very painful. And it was very traumatizing, especially since I was a freshman in high school and I was finally getting to learn more about myself and experiencing what high school truly was. But it was not until I did a lot of self reflection and I just realized that my hair did not define me. I was beautiful with and without hair. And I realized that there are so many more people that are going through what I'm going through and that are going through so many more hard things, which is exactly why I wanted to share my story, not only to advocate and to educate, but also to uplift everyone that is going through that.
Wow. Wow. All I can say is amazing you are.
Thank you.
So phenomenal, amazing, inspiring. You embody persistence and just determination. You embody so many facets and so many characteristics.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for just being a champion for so many, to say,
Thank
you
you.
know what, I can get through this, I can do this. Uh, if Kayla can, I can. Now I
Yeah.
don't know if that's going to be a T-shirt
It's
or
great.
but if Kayla can, I can. I love that. Yes. So thank you so much again. And so again, you've done so much and you've achieved so much. I wanted to ask you, and it's been at the highest level. Um, did you at all feel pressure, or have you felt pressure a part of your journey, or not so much so?
I've I wouldn't say I necessarily felt pressured. And I think that's because I'm so strong in my faith. And I know that God is guiding me. And I know that He will never, ever guide me in a way where I feel pressured or I feel uncomfortable to do anything.
Wow. Wow, Kate. Listen, I don't know if you're going on tour soon with your platform, but all I know is the world has to get ready for Kayla, because right now, where you are is not big enough. You have to expand, because
Mhm. For
that's your
sure.
destiny. That is
Yeah.
your destiny. So listen, you are I'm going to say uh, reigning 2022 National American Miss New York teen. So, so I wanted to ask you about what impact has pageantry played as a part of your journey thus far?
Pageantry has played such a big impact in my life. I've been competing in pageants since I was 6. And from the first time I stepped on that stage, something sparked. Pageantry has allowed me to gain self confidence. It's giving me tips on how I can gain self poise and how to be elegant. And it's truly taught me that my voice matters and that I should use my voice to advocate for anything that I truly believe in.
Wow. I listen, I all I can say is I knew you were amazing because I saw you on social media, but just talking to you, I can just see how more amazing you are.
Thank
Talking to
you.
you live, like wow. So Ken, I gotta ask you, do you have any other aspirations? Because you've done so much in pageantry, but do you have any specific goals that you want to achieve further on in pageantry?
I will be competing for the title of National American Miss Teen this November. So that is one of my big goals that I have always had. I've been competing at NAM since I was 6 years old. So it's been 14 years. And I have always dreamed of having a title, a national title at NAM. In the future, I would like to be Miss America or Miss USA. So that would be awesome.
Well, listen, it's going to be awesome, and please, I hope that you remember me and are willing to come back and talk with me
For
after
sure.
you are crowd because I'm like, wow, I cannot just, and I'm just again so proud of you, Kayla. I can't even just words really can't describe how amazing you are and what inspiration you are, not only to me, but to, I'm sure everybody that you meet. So
Thank you.
continue on, continue on your amazing journey. So I wanted to ask you again. You're doing so much. How do you balance it all? How do you balance from volunteering to pageantry to acting to now? Because now are you in college now? Are you going to college?
I am college. I go to Pace University majoring in acting for film, TV, voiceover, and commercial.
Yeah, listen, I don't. I need about 3 shows with you because I'm like, so how do you find time and balance it all so wonderfully?
Growing up, I have always been someone who's been very multifaceted, whether it was me being the captain of the cheer team and the captain of the drama team. I've always done a lot of activities and balanced having straight A's. So it honestly comes natural to me to be able to juggle a lot of things. But I'm also someone who is very, very organized. So I make sure that I put everything aside in my schedule. So that's honestly helped me a lot.
Well, you're doing a phenomenal job. That's all I can say. And listen, everybody, I'm trying to go through all the questions that I can because I have a limited time with Kayla, so I'm gonna have to bring her back. But so
I'll
I'm
be
trying
back
to
for
go.
sure.
So I'm trying to go through and touch upon every major part that I really wanted to emphasize. But we're definitely gonna have her back, definitely. So I wanted to ask you, in terms of pageantry, for a young lady that's aspiring further, what advice would you give them to focus on as they begin their journey to begin to develop even more?
I'd tell them that they should focus on who they truly are. I think that is something that is so important to understand even before you get into pageantry. You need to know who you are, your self worth, and what you are going to bring to that title. And that is something that I had to realize being in pageantry for over 13 years, that is not something that you automatically get to know. And pageantry has helped me learn so much about myself, and it's taught me who I am and the person that I aspire to be and that I will be.
Wow, wow. Listen, I don't have a clap machine, so I have to do it myself
Thank
every
you.
time. But amazing, and so um, I want to ask you again. You felt, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you have to grow into that again in terms of being comfortable to being you? Because I would think that a lot of individuals in pageantry sometimes are thinking like, what do the judges want to see, or what is the what do they look for? But have you always been like comfortable in just being who you are, or have you ever said, you know what, I'm gonna try this because I think that might be what they're looking for?
I'd say that I had to learn to embrace my differences because I realized that that's what truly made me beautiful. Whether that was embracing my facial deformity or embracing that I have alopecia, I learned that those things that really make you different is what truly makes you stand out. So why conceal it when you can show it to the entire world? And that's something that I have brought to pageantry.
Wow. Well, listen, I don't know. All I can see is a number one best-selling book.
Thank you.
I again, all of the awards and just achievements, everything. I'm so excited for you. But what I love most about you, Kayla, is your transparency and your honesty and your integrity and your humbleness.
Thank you.
I love that about you, and you continue to give and just uplift others, even through all that you've gone through and experienced, how you still fought through as a fighter. And again, I applaud your family for allowing you to see that and to know that you can do that as well. So thank you so much again for just is because again, I know we only have about 4 more minutes before I let you go. But is there any more that you do? Again, modeling, acting. You're going to be an award-winning journalist. Um, I mean, all of these things that you're doing,
Mhm.
volunteerism. I mean, you're doing so much. Is there anything else on your vision board that you're planning to do and achieve?
I have a lot of that I want to achieve. Like I said before, I'm really interested in producing, writing, and making films. So that is something that I'm currently in the process of doing. I do in the future want to have my own talk show and I want to have a movie that's about myself, but I also want to create a space in the industry where people feel comfortable being themselves and somewhere where they are celebrated for being themselves. And like I said in one of my many quotes, I I want to make an industry where you are celebrated. You know that you're beautiful and that everyone is able to come to the table because every single person deserves a spot to show their talent.
Wonderful, beautiful. Three last questions in the last 3 minutes, Caleb. Um, for that young person who doesn't quite see their dream coming true, what would you say to them to encourage them to hold on to their dream?
Can you ask me the question again?
Yes, yes. For that young person that might not be able to see their dream coming to pass and believing that it can happen, what would you say to them to encourage them to hold on to their dream?
I would tell them that anything is possible. This is coming from a girl who came from the bottom, someone that was homeless, that was told at a young age that I would not be anything. And not only was I told that, but I was told that I was going to be yet another statistic. What did I do? I challenged that. And I showed every single person that told me I was not gonna be anything. I proved them wrong. And I also want to tell that person that I turned my weakness into strength, which has allowed me to empower so many people and it's allowed me to reach my goals. You are able to do anything in life. There are going to be so many people that are going to tell you that you're not able to do it, that you can't do it, that you're not rich enough to do it. Do not listen to them. Anything is possible. Despite your circumstances, you can be anything you want to be in life. You just need to dream big, be persistent, and know your self worth and know that you are phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Kayla. Listen. I want to say more, but I know I'm bound by time. So my next question is there anyone else that you want to acknowledge? I know you mentioned your mom, your dad, your family, your aunt. Is there anyone else that you want to acknowledge that has been a part of your journey thus far?
Other than my family, I have a lot of people.
I'm sure. So it's okay.
The first person I wanted to acknowledge in my journey is you. I'm so thankful that you have given me this platform to speak about so many different things that I love and issues that I truly want to talk about. So I want to thank you first and foremost. I want to thank God because without him, I would not be anything. he has allowed me to go through this journey to learn, and he has guided me, and I'm so, so thankful for him. Um, I also want to just thank, all the people that have surrounded me, whether it was my family, my supporters, or even my teachers. They have played such a big role in my journey. And I'm so excited to see what's next. And yeah, I'm just so thankful to be here and to speak.
It's been an honor. So my last question to you is, where can people follow you? How can they connect with you? What are your social media handles and so forth?
Okay, so I have a lot of social media handles. You can follow me on Instagram, KaylaToure. That is my public account. You could also follow me on my pageant account, MISSKAYLATOURE, Miss Kayla Toure. You could also follow my National American Miss New York Teen account, which is the NAM NAM New York NY Teen TEEN, comma. You could also follow me on Facebook, Kayla Toure, KYLATOURE. You could also follow my international disability rights movement, Kindness with Kayla. And let me see where else. Oh, my YouTube channel called Kayla Toure. Follow me. I do a lot of acting there. I'm actually going to do a pageant vlog when I'm at nationals, if you want to see nationals. And I think I also have TikTok, which is KAYLA.TOURE. Those are all my Instagram handles, I think. Yeah, those are all of it. Thank you.
Well, Kayla, listen, any final words before I let you go?
Thank you for having me here. And to anyone that's watching, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and never give up on your dreams.
And all I can say is, Kayla, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and I know that every dream that you set forth, you're going to achieve. I am so honored to have you on our broadcast. I can't wait to have you back. I'm so excited for what is next for you.
Thank
So
you.
everybody, please, the award-winning, the #1 best-selling author, the Best Journalist Award, she's going to achieve everything she sets her mind to. Mrs. America, Mrs. USA, whatever she does, whatever she sets her goal to, she's going to. I'm so thankful for you, Kayla. You are a true inspiration. I am proud of you. I am proud of you. I am proud of you. So
Really.
thank you so much for sharing us with your time and sharing us with you. Thank you so much, Kayla. Everybody, please, Kayla Toure, thank you so much. Everybody, this is Inspiration with Troy Alexander. We come every week. We try with the guests to encourage you, to inspire you, to uplift you, to dream and take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Have a great night and go get your dream. Thank you, Kayla. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a great night.